Good morning my lovelies, and time for another card. This week we're going to do a front pop-up card. I've done two examples to show you. This one I've used the tag die and put a few flowers and a ribbon on, and you can see why it's a front pop-up, because it closes down to go in a C5 envelope. C5, C6, can't remember. Anyway, goes in the envelope. And then this one, Our Old Faithful the Lady, who we've stamped and used the background paper for her dress and some oval dies. So let's get started. Okay, you should have two pieces of card. One was 22.5 by 11, and we're going to score that at 1 centimetre, 3.5 centimetres, 7 centimetres and 9.5 centimetres. Put that to one side for a moment. And then the smaller piece, the 14 by 8, is going to be scored at 1 centimetre and 3.5 centimetres. Right, don't need the scoreboard anymore, so that can go over there. That's it. So, I'm going to burnish each score line really quite well. Okay, and this will be the back and the base of the card. This one, once again, give it a good burnish, and this will be the front of the card, which attaches like so. Let's start with this piece then. So this is the front. We're going to use this paper that I got from Alipa Crafts in Casada, our shop where we normally go, and it's a part of a pad. It's absolutely brilliant. I was in raptures over this pad. It's got some lovely papers in it. So, keep saying so. Attach that to the back, giving yourself a nice little border all the way around, like so. Then we're going to cover this piece, which is the front piece, and this piece, which will be at the top here. I'm going to do a stripe, which is part of the pack as well. Everything coordinates in this pack, it's lovely. Mike thinks I'm mad going in raptures over paper, but there you go. We're crafters, aren't we, girls? I'll just give you the measurements for those, although it's up to you what size it is. Right, this paper at the back there was 12.5 by 10.5, and then this was 10.5 by 3, and this was 10.5 by 2. What we're going to do now is attach some double-sided tape to this. I usually use my snail, but because this needs to be fairly robust, I'm going to use tape. Take that off, and to get the idea, that's going to go like so. So all we do is lay it like that, bend that back, like that, and then you have perfect stand up. This one is going to go like so. So the front piece is this piece, and we're going to cover that some more of this lovely paper. And I've purposely done it so that the cake part comes there, and you'll see why in a moment. Central on there, that's fine. Now, before we go any further, I'm going to do the back of the card, because people like to write verses, I know I do. So this measurement is the same as the front. So that's 12.5 by 10.5. That'll go on there. And the stripe is part of the pack too, it's lovely. And then what I've done, I've taken a piece of card, 9 by 11, and I've rounded the corners already. And I'm just going to put a little stamp in one corner, which says "Eat Cake." And because that is stays on, that means it stays on, and so it should be dry. There you go. And that can go in the centre there. Lovely. So that's the back part done. Now we're going to put some tape onto this part. Now you could, if you wanted to, cover the top here, but I'm not going to this time because I'm going to put some ribbon around there. And then we're going to have the same idea here. We want that to be central, and we also want it to be slightly up from the bottom. So we know if we lay it there and fold that, that is then all going to work as a card. What I did next was use some ribbon and I just did like that, put a little bit of tape on just to keep it from slipping down. Attaches them to a bow, or wrap the ribbon round and attach the bow afterwards. It's completely up to you. Tidy that up in a moment. That's it. Trim that up a bit. Now, I'm going to put some tape on the bottom of here. And attach this like so. So that stands up. Okay. Now I'm going to put. I used a piece of card, another piece of card, 5 by 7.5, and I'm going to once again stamp greeting on there, a sentiment, and this fairly central. And it says "Sweet birthday wishes for you." It came with the cupcake die, and then I've used the cupcake die and played around with it till I've got pink and white and all kinds of colours, and then that's going to attach to the foam pad onto there, like so. And then I'm just going to put 2 pads to one side of this. Doesn't want to come off. There you go. and I'm going to put that there next to the cake, slightly overhanging that side. That's it. And then all I did, I used some, I call it stickles, but glitter glue. Just to go around the edge. So it's all mixed in. And then I just went around the edge, and it just gives it a lovely shine and a bit of glitter. Don't have to be as careful as anything, just whap it on. That's it. It's done. And then I've used some liquid pearls, just to add some things to the cake. Good. And there you go. There's your cake card. Right ladies, I hope you've enjoyed that, our little pop-up card. Next week we're going to experiment with something called faux tiles. So we're going to use some inks and some stamps, so that'll be good fun. Well, I'm off now. I'm going out for a meal at the Thai restaurant. Have a nice Easter. Speak to you soon. Stay safe. Bye.